Start the session, ma'am.
Yes, Sushma.
Voice is muted. Why? Mic is muted. Huh? Okay, leave like that. We can keep it. No problem. A very good morning. Yes, now is it audible? My voice is audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Sorry, first of all, I'm extremely sorry for because of that network issues, and a warm welcome for everyone, and thanks a lot for giving me this wonderful opportunity by the management of Aiman College and Mrs. Revati ma'am, the HOD of Commerce. So let me start. First of all, I want to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Bhavani Sushma, presently working as an assistant professor in KL University. And previously, I worked in your esteemed institution in Aiman College also for past 5 years. So I'm so lucky to be the part of that wonderful institution. So again, this was a wonderful opportunity which has given by this Aiman institution. So now my topic is on business English for corporate trainers. So let me start my topic. So yes, is it visible? Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
it's visible. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Visible, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So you can see the business English for corporate trainers. So what is the meaning of business English for corporate trainers? So first of all, for to enter into a corporate sector, so communication plays a major role. For any corporate sector, communication is a major role. Whereas for business English, what is the meaning of business English? Business English, which means the way we speak, the way we present. So while for an interview or for any communicative sentences, for anything, for to attend a webinar, to attend a seminar, how we have to speak, how we have to present. So this all it will come under corporate sector. So you're all management students. So after completing, you may join into any corporate field. So you can become as a corporate trainers. So how to present yourself before the audience? So that is the title of business English for corporate trainers. So most probably it will be useful for BBA, BCom, as well as for UG, PG, MBA students, for everyone, based upon management, everyone who is going to join for any corporate sector or for corporate training. For that, it will be useful. Even for any attending for an interview, how we have to present ourselves. So the next one is, yes. So first of all, we should know the presentation skills. So you can see the second slide is of presentation skills. So for an attending for an interview, or else if anyone has called us for any speech to give a presentation. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to present ourselves. In what way we have to present? So presentation is of two types. One is informative presentation and another one is instructive presentation. So there are two types of presentation which should be done by a trainer. Okay, because in future you are going to become as a trainers, not as a trainee. Trainee means always in a learning stage, whereas trainer means you are going to start. If you want to start a business, if you want to start a job, you will become as a trainer, corporate trainer. Then you have to present before your boss or before your colleagues or for an interview. Already I said. So first of all, presentation skills. So already I said there are two types of presentation skills. One is informative as well as instructive. So informative, our presentation should be very interesting and informative, and the audience should attract whatever we are going to speak. So such type of presentation should be there for giving any type of topic. Whereas instructive, instructive which means you, if you want to give any command or any instruction, the audience has to listen. So such type of thing you have to do in your presentation. Which means your language should be like that, your the way you speak, it should be instructive mode, the others has to carry out, the other has to follow it. So such type of presentation should be there. So in detail, while we will discuss regarding this. Yes. So next one is identifying the purpose. So identifying the purpose, which means so in presentation, already I said for corporate training, interviews, anything after completing your UG, you can write CAT exam. Okay, UG or MB also you can write for CAT exam. For what purpose? This one is for IIM, to enter into an IIM, Indian Institute of Management. It was topmost management. For that, you have to write an exam. If you have qualified means they will train you up as a corporate trainers. So in that, these all things will be there. How to speak, how to communicate with the colleagues, everything it will be there in that also. So plan now itself. Even for the for an interview or for anything also, you have to plan how to present yourself. Either you want to give an information, either you want to instruct, or else you want to entertain, or else you want to persuade, which means in a convincing mode you want to speak, or in an active mode you want to speak, or in an inspirational speech you want to speak. So presentation is of different kinds. Okay, so you can give your presentation, which means your speech or your communication can be in an informative or in an instructional mode or in an entertainment mode. So if you want to give for an information, already I said it should be that information should be received by the audience. They have to listen. Whatever information you want to give, they have to listen. So such type of thing should be there. So next one is the instruction. Whatever command or any order you want to pass, that one also they have to carry out. They have to listen whatever you want to do. So such type of instruction, your presentation should be such type of thing. So now the third one is entertain. So if you want your presentation in an entertainment mode with some little bit of joyful, little bit of comical way, that type of presentation can also be done. So you can see in movies or you can see some webinars. They will start with some videos which looks very funny, so that the audience attract. After that, they will start their own presentation. So you can start such type of thing also. So you have to plan your own presentation, in what way you are going to present. So in a convincing mode, to persuade, which means your presentation, if you want to convince the audience, okay, even though if it is very hard to convince also, you have to try in your management, in your business skills. If you want to sell any particular product, means you have to convince your customer. Am I right? No. So same like that, only in your presentation also, you have to convince your customers, you have to convince your audience. So such type of presentation should be live. So activate or stimulate. So live performance, which means it can be like a discussion mode. Okay, you can discuss, okay, like a question and answer type, like that, or else you can give like a survey, or else you can give some multiple choice, or else you can ask some questions to some audience. So presentation can be done in different kinds of way, but the thing which you are going to select, that is the important thing. In which way you are going to select is the important thing. So in these types you can present. Mainly it will be useful for the person who wants to enter to a corporate training sector, as well as for communicational skills also. Yes. Yes, my voice is audible now. Is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, Sushma.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So now content, we can see the content. So while giving the presentation, so first of all, if anyone asks for a presentation to give a speech or to present a seminar or for an attending an interview in all the ways, first of all, we have to plan, okay, what we are going to speak, what we are going to present. First thing, that one we have to do. So in which way, what is our presentation, how much time we have to spend for it, whatever topics we have to cover, these all things can be useful for your interview skills as well as for your presentation skills before your colleagues, before your friends. Anything, planning is an important thing. So for planning, time plays a major role, from which time to which time you are going to start and which time you are going to end. So that is the important thing. And next one, the second one, what topic you are going to select, that is also in planning itself. So before itself, before 2 weeks itself, you have to plan the particular topic, so which is relevant to you. So the particular topic you have to plan, so then you can speak. A confidence level, you have to think, I can do it. So based upon that, you have to plan your presentation. So even for an interview also, I'm saying, if you are going to face for any interview, also you have to plan before it, what topic you are going to speak, what topic, on what you are going to present, what slides you want to do, how many slides. This all should be planned before itself. On the time, it will be difficult to find out. So planning is very much important in your presentation, for your communication also, because then only you can develop your confidence. So that is the first thing. So second one is preparing the presentation. So first you have to plan the timing, and next one, which content, which topic you are going to do, or how you are going to design. So this all, it will come under your planning. Okay, in future, if you want to settle, if you want to go, already I said that one. So you have to plan before itself what you are going to do. So according to that, you have to plan. So second one is prepare. So next one, you have to start your preparation. So what are relevant words you have to include in it, and the particular sentences, the unnecessary words which can be avoided, so which is very interesting, those all you can include in your presentation. So preparing the presentation, and after that you have to rehearsal it. Otherwise you have to practice before the mirror how you are going to do. So planning, preparing plays a major role in your presentation. Okay, for corporate trainers also, these all things they will check. Next one is for delivering your presentation. How you are going to deliver your presentation before the audience. So in detail, now we are going to discuss about these things. How you are going to deliver your presentation. So your postures, gestures, everything plays a major role. Eye contact, everything. So whatever you are going to do, this all you have to prepare before itself. So then only you can carry out your confidence level. So before the audience, you should not show your fear, and the way you are speaking should be in a high level. The language also should be polished language. So business English means, already I said, the way normal English as well as business English. In a corporate sector, some language should be used. What type of language? Which means English, which can be spoken only in corporate sector. The words, at last I'm going to discuss what type of words can be used. That one I'm going to discuss in the last slide. So this one is about your presentation. So before the audience as well as before your interview, how you have to plan, how you are going to prepare, and how you are going to deliver. So next one, I'm moving to the next slide. Yes. So next one is planning the presentation. So how you are going to plan the presentation? So in detail we are going to discuss. So planning the presentation, what are we going to look at? So first of all, for a presentation, first of all, how to plan, identifying the purpose. So first of all, you have to identify the particular topic, which topic is easy, which topic is reliable to your topic. If they have given any topic also which is easy to you, which are having, you are having a confidence level, so based upon that the topic should be taken. Next one, on whatever important advantages of it and how you are going to highlight everything. You have to plan it off. The second one is understanding the audience. So how you are going to understand your audience? So based upon the audience, see if there are some childrens, if there are some kids, means according to that level you have to take over it. So you can show some comical videos, you can show some cartoons. So that the children may attract. So based upon the audience level, you have to show your presentation. So how to start? Then only they will pay the attention. So if any middle-aged person, means based upon their age group, you have to prove, you have to show those all things. If there are any old age persons, so you have to check the audience level also. So according to that you have to plan your presentation. In what, if whatever presentation you are going to do, so it should be attractive. And you have to do, you can show some videos, or you can show some ppts, or you can show some pictures which should be very attractive, so that the audience will show some interest regarding the particular topic. So understanding the audience plays a major role. So why this audience plays a major role means there are different categories in audience: kids level, teenagers, students, adults, and as well as old age people. So many are there. So based upon that variation, you have to see. For corporate sectors, what type of presentation you have to do, according to that you have to do. For schooling level, what type of presentation you have to do, according to that you have to do. And whereas for college level and for any other interviews, so according to, based upon your situation, based upon your environment, you have to design and you have to plan, and according to that your presentation should be there. Then the audience feel interesting, they will get some interest regarding that. So presentation structure and outline. So this is the structure of the presentation as well as the outline of how to plan and how to go through that. And now next one is, so already I said this one, your presentation. So based upon the audience, so you have to check before itself who are your audience, who, how many will come, that audience. So before itself you have to plan your schedule. What's the need of it? Okay, so with your presentation, some need, something it should be there. You have to give some useful information. It should not be boring. They should not get bored enough. So it should be very interesting. And also you have to check how many are there. If there are any limited participants, according to that you have to plan. If there are so many participants, according to that you have to plan. And what is the need of that giving your presentation, that also you have to plan. According to that your planning you have to do. Okay, so audience, you have to put some concentration on the audience also. Yes. So presentation structure and outline. So how you have to start your presentation. So not only a presentation. So if you are going to speak any topic, or if anyone has asked you to present in any paper presentation or else in any interview. So if they have given a topic on the spot, so how you are going to do? So first of all, you are opening, which means you have to introduce yourself. Who are you, from where you are from, about you. Then the other person can identify about yourself, they can get some information. And you have to starting itself, you should not enter into the topic. So first of all you have to introduce, then the audience feel something interesting, they will have some interest to listen about you. So you have to start about yourself. And it's one part A, you can divide your presentation into three types: part A, B, and C. So what is the part A? So introduction, part A, which means introduction. So while introducing your topic, you can say what you are going to focus, on which part you are going to focus. So about that you can say in the part A. So it will come under introduction. So mostly for an interview or else for a presentation or anything also, you have to plan according to that. So next one is part B. Part B is of the body of the content. So in detail, introduction and outline sketch which you are going to speak, which means the title itself explains what you are going to speak. So you will give some outline information. Now part B speaks about a detailed information what you are going to discuss. So based upon that, now next one is part C, which means a conclusion. Part C is a conclusion. So at last you are going to finalize. You want to conclude the overall topic, overall presentation. So like that you have to divide your presentation. So first of all you have to introduce yourself. Second one is you have to speak some introductory part of that particular topic. Next one part will be the whole content you have to cover, and next one is part C is of your conclusion. So at last closing. Closing means based upon the audience point of view. There may be some discussion, or there may be some question and answers or anything. So based upon that, so you have to conclude. You can give some questions or you can discuss with audience. So based upon that, you can conclude. So you have to plan according to this type of presentation. Then it looks very interesting. So the next one is, while starting a speech or anything, how you have to start. Some they will enter directly to the topic, so it looks somewhat boring. So while starting itself, you can use so many websites. So you can start with once upon a time. So some stories, you can start with a story, which means you can see the picture also. So you can start with a story, a short story, okay, a motivational story or any inspirational or anything which is relevant to the audience. So according to that you can start a story. Or else if you are not having such type of content, means you can show some video which can be there. So many YouTube videos are there, so through that also you can take some videos and you can show some motivational or some any inspirational videos. So like that you can do to show the audience, to gain the interest towards the audience. So next one, any the third one is the pictures. So that one also you can show to the audience. If you are not if you have no interest to show any story or any YouTube or anything, means you can show some interesting pictures, and you can ask the audience by showing that images or pictures. There can be some discussion based upon that. That one also it can be interesting. And next one, the fourth one is a flow chart or bar chart. So you can start your presentation with the help of flow chart or bar chart or pie chart. With that also you can show. Okay, we can compare, contrast, anything we can do based upon that. So everything it is based upon the audience point of view. But you have to start with these context, means it shows some interesting. And also the truths, the facts. So this one is another one to start a presentation. Some facts, if you want to show some facts, also you can share some facts which is real. That one also you can show. Or else the last thing you can show some quotes. That is also good. So while starting for a presentation, these are the things which you have to do for even for an any presentation or any thing which you are going to do in future, because you are going to become as a corporate trainers. So these all things which helps you a lot. Okay. Yes. Okay, so now you can see it's not. Okay, use them to make important points. Put one major idea on each slide. Charts must be large. So, while speaking, also you can highlight some important points. You should not write it in a paragraph. Okay, while doing the presentation, if you want to speak or if you want to present something, it should not be like a paragraph. If it looks like a paragraph, means it's like a notes. Okay, presentation is different, reading is different. So you have to show the difference. Okay, so reading is purely different, whereas speaking is purely different. Speaking means you have to keep some points, and based upon that points you have to speak. So some important points can be taken, and based upon that you have to speak. And the next one is you can carry out some important points in each slide. Okay, charts must be larger. Okay, if you are willing to show some charts or anything also, so that the audience can identify on what you are going to speak. So based upon that you have to plan. So your language. So guys, now listen, your language should be simple and it should be understandable. So most probably while speaking, for attending an interview also, your language should be short and sweet as well as simple, so that the others can understand what you are going to speak. So try to implement such type of language. No clutters in terms of colors, content or design. So while presenting also, bright colors maximum, try to reduce normal colors, and content should be simple in language and also designs. So many in presentation they will create some designs, everything. Okay, for attending an interview it should be avoided, different kinds of colors and hard content should be avoided, even designs, everything should be avoided for an interview. So you have to be simple, then you will get confidence regarding that. Clear readable fonts, so your font should be clear, that is more important. The fonts also, it should be very clear. No diversions. So guys listen, animations or anything while speaking before the audience, there should not be any type of diversions. You should not see, your focus should be on the audience. Eye to eye contact is most important thing. And next one, some they used to be deviate, and based upon that, the whatever the content, it should not be very interesting. So you should not divert, and too much of animations, too much of pictures should be avoided, even too much of content also. Already I said it should be in a points wise. Whatever you want to speak, you can use a simple points, 1 or 2 points in each slide, you can use 3 points, and based upon that you have to speak. Then only you can improve your communication. If you include a lot of paragraph, then you will start reading, so you have to differentiate it. Speaking, you have to show your presentation not in a reading manner, it should be in a speaking manner. So according to that you have to plan. So already I said format and layout. So for any presentation also, maximum 2 fonts you can follow, and also different colors, minimum 3 different colors you can use for each slide, and also different kinds of paragraphs also you can use, but a paragraph should not be big. Already I said maximum try to use in points, which means in a short and sweet words, within one line it should be ended, and that with that point you have to speak. So that is the main thing for a corporate trainer. And best avoided in presentation. So before the audience, what should be avoided? You can see. So see these pictures. You can see how they are standing. So these all should be avoided. Even we used to stand crossing arms, and we used to see this side and that side. So this all should be avoided. Even we should not show our fear. Already starting itself, I said. So everything it should be avoided. We should not think before the audience. We should not be confused before the audience with our words, with our images, with our presentation. So everything should be planned before it. So try to avoid whatever, and repetition of words. Whatever we are speaking, it should not be repeated also. So for a presentation, while starting itself, I said, so most probably everyone, what you used to do, starting itself, because of the fear, everyone will start a presentation, will start a topic directly, and within 1 minute they will end. So you have to avoid such type of thing. For a presentation, first you have to introduce, and second one, now how you are going to introduce. A very good morning, I am going to introduce the particular topic. Which topic you are going to introduce, on the particular topic you have to speak. And next one, some simple points for a business English. Firstly, what you are going to speak. These are the terms which you have to use. Firstly, I'm going to focus on, like that you have to speak. And secondly, the most important part of this point is, so these are the terms you have to use for your business English. Okay, firstly, secondly, and thirdly. So at last, what you are going to do in addition to, if you want to add some other points or some other sentences also, you can use in addition to. So such type of sentences try to use in your speaking skills, in your communicative language. It will be helpful for your corporate sector also. And while concluding also, to conclude that one you can use. So such type of things try to implement for your future purpose, then you can get a good package for your future. Okay, yes. So now next one, does English affect your career graph? So this is the question. So, are you absolutely confident? So, think about yourself, whether you are confident at your language or not. While speaking with your colleagues, while speaking with your clients, or within your friends, are you confident or not? Think yourself, because Without communication, we can't survive. So maximum, if we want to get any high package or anything, if we want to enter for any good corporate sector or anything also, English plays a major role, which means communication plays a major role. Then only we will be confident in our language. We can prove ourselves. Is your telephone etiquette and email writing skills good enough? So what we have to improve even while speaking in a telephone also. If there is any telephonic interview also, we have to be bold enough to speak. We have to speak with bold voice. That should be there. We should be confident. And also while writing an email, while writing our resume, it should create a good opinion by seeing that resume itself. So such type of thing should be there. So try to be these all things, try to implement in your future endeavors also, in your future purpose also, maximum try to implement, it will be helpful. So next one, already I said, overwhelming pictures. So for your presentation, anything, use pictures, but don't let them use. You should not. It should not be different kinds of colors. It should be normal colors, and your slides should be very simple. Okay, then the others can understand on what topic you are going to speak. So it should be short as well as simple. Then only what the others can understand. Too much diverts audience away from the content. So a lot of content if you want to give also, the audience get bored. Okay, so the content should be short and also it should be sweet. So better you limit your content and it should be interesting. That is the thing first you have to do. Because if you take for a lot of time means the audience also will not have that much interest to listen. So try to avoid these things. So delivering your presentation, so while delivering your presentation before the audience or for an interview while coming, first what you have to check means your body language. So how you are going to sit, how you are going to stand, and how you are coming while entering into the cabin, what you have to say. These all things you have to take care of it. While entering before an hierarchy, you should not enter directly. Some pros and cons will be there. So body language matters more. So you have to take care of your body language, everything. How you are speaking, how you are laughing, your smile, the way you are speaking, the way you are seeing, everything it matters. And the second one is eye contact. So you can see the eye contact while speaking anything while delivering a speech also, eye to eye contact should be there. We have to give an eye to eye contact. Next one, our voice should be confident. Okay, so our pitch, high pitch, it should be there. And whatever we are going to speak, the others has to listen. So such type of confidence should be there. So voice is very important in our presentation. And grooming, so well grooming, well dressed. So for an interview or else anything, outward appearance also plays an important role. So that one is also most important thing. So these all things should be done. So this should be avoided. You can see crossed arms. So before the hierarchy itself or anything, we should not stand with crossed arms. So that was the first thing which will be rejected. So even you have a lot of stuff, you have a lot of knowledge also. Some persons, they don't know how to behave before the hierarchy. So before the hierarchy, we should not cross, we should not stand with crossed arms. So this is the first thing, which means we are coming for the fighting. That is the meaning of the defensive mode. So it should be avoided. And fidgeting hands or tapping feet, that also it should be avoided. While speaking, we used to tap our feet, we used to sit in with a crossed legs. So this all should be avoided. Okay, which means we are, which shows the others we are bored, we are little much nervous. Okay, so it gives a negative attitude. So they try to avoid these all things. Lack of eye contact. So while speaking, some they used to see upwards, some they used to see sides, or some they used to see downwards. So it should be avoided. Whatever we are going to speak, eye to eye contact is very much important. Then only the other person can think we are confidence. We are having a good confidence level. So try to avoid these all things so that that negative whatever that negative attitude can be removed. Otherwise it's very difficult to survive. Next one is voice modulation. So whatever voice, if it is a high pitch, means based upon the topic you have to speak. Okay, your pitch plays a major role. If there are lot of audience means you should not speak in a low voice. So based upon the audience level you have to speak. And the sentence also, the sentence whatever you are going to speak also, you have to speak in a normal manner. It should not be very fast or not slow also. So in a minute you try to speak how much. So to develop your speaking skills also, one small technique I want to say, because here for us what we are going to do means, to our students here, 2 minutes time will be given for every student. 2 minutes timer we used to fix through mobile phone, and the student used to talk for 2 minutes. He will introduce, on the spot one topic will be given. On the topic, 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, he has to stop so that that stammering will be avoided. That pauses will be avoided. While speaking, we used to get some pauses. Okay, this all should be avoided for an interview, to enter into a corporate sector, anything. So these all things should be avoided. So try to implement that one. Fix 2 minutes for to develop your communication. So within the 2 minutes, how much you can speak, how many stammerings are there, how many times you are repetition of words or repetitive of sentences are there, you can check yourself. Otherwise you can record yourself and you can listen how many mistakes are there in your vocabulary, how many mistakes are there in your sentence construction, how many mistakes are there in communicative level. So these all things can be seen, so you can record your voice and you can listen. And even in the classroom also you can do such type of things. Okay, so these all things can be done. So reading and applying the language. So try speaking up. Already I said, whatever you read, you try to speak, you try to implement. Okay. Even though it is not our mother language also, to develop our communication, you have to try speaking. So that's why I'm saying fix the timer and try to speak whatever you want to speak. You try to speak. How much you are going to implement, you can see that one. And the second thing is record yourself. Whether you are able to speak for 2 minutes, the whole content you are going to give for 2 minutes, you can see. Okay, whatever is missing, you can see. Or else you can make a phone call, you can speak with your friend, not in your mother tongue. That is the important thing to develop our communication. So try to speak in English. Okay, then it will be helpful for your job purpose also. So these all things should be implemented. So now this was the slide. So you can see informal as well as formal. So what type of words should be used in an informal manner as well as formal manner? Yes. So informal manner, I want to give up. We used to speak in an informal way. But before hierarchy, what type of word should be used? I want to quit from this position. I want to quit from this work. So such type of words should be used. So these are known as a business English words, and no, also it's a polished words. It looks dignitary. Little bit we will have some dignified language. So job, I want to get a job. Apart from that, occupation, in the place of job you can use occupation. So such type of words you can use. I live in, so in that place I reside, she resides in, so like that you can use. The whole world we used to see, so in that place we can use it as in the entire world. So I was blow up, so I want to explode. In the place of blow up you can use explode. I want to explode. So you can see. Next one, mad. She's mad, you used to say, no? So with your friends, you can speak. But before the hierarchies, the words which is formal, you have to use such type of words. Insane. She became insane because of her psychological problem. So such type of words look little bit polished. So put up, I'm not able to tolerate. I'm not able to tolerate. It looks little bit good for listening also. So anyway, so in that place we can use as nevertheless. And next one, I want to call you back. I want to ring up. It's not that much. I want to call you back. It, it listens. It sounds good. So such type of things you can use in your formal language. So yes. So any thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. Yes. Anyone is having anything to discuss? Yes.
Thank you, ma'am, for the interesting session. Now, if anyone has any questions, I'm sure ma'am would be pleasure to answer them. Friends, please feel free to give your feedbacks.
Thank you, Sushma. Very good you are a speaker and I motivate. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Thanks a lot. First of all, I should say thanks. Because of some network issues, I'm not able to join actually. But thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to all the management of Aiman, Principal Dr. Suhasini Ernest, and uh, Revati ma'am, Mrs. Revati ma'am, for everyone. Thanks a lot. Yes. Anyone wants to ask any question?
Everything is clear, madam.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your knowledgeable ideas to us.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. As a token of our gratitude for her time and her valuable contributions, may I now call upon Afreen Banu of 2nd BCom to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates of the webinar for their presence and contribution to make this webinar a great success. I extend my gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Bhavani Susma Gadlapati ma'am, to take out time from her busy schedule to grace the event. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds, shown us a new path. Thank you, ma'am, for inspiring and encouraging us with your words on this special day. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank our beloved director, sir, for supporting us in all the events. And a special thanks to our principal, ma'am, Dr. Suhasini Ernest, for providing immense guidance to make the webinar successful. I extend my gratitude to Mrs. Revati, ma'am, Head of Commerce, and staff members for organizing this webinar. Thank you, ma'am. And last but not least, my thanks to all the participants who have joined with us today. Once again, I thank everyone for making this webinar a great success. Thank you, one and all.
Once again, I thank our beloved Principal Ma'am, Honorable Director Sir, our college management, our HOD Ma'am, and other staff members for giving this wonderful opportunity to participate in this enriching sessions. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much.